Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another graveyard next to another main noisy road. Let's hope that it's not too noisy. As you can see, it's way up on a hill. It seems very peaceful. But let's see, is there paranormal activity here? Good morning, spirits. I've come this morning to have a conversation with you all, or with those who are willing. Are any spirits here willing to come forward and have a talk with me? Everybody seems to be rested in a lovely graveyard. Newer graves at the back here, the older ones are at the front. That's typical because, you know, I like the older ones. But this church here at the back is dampening the sound of the traffic, so let's play that one by ear. Well, there's somebody's grave there that's not in a brilliant condition. Clearly it's very old. So we got 1857 here, so these are the 1800s. Early 2000s. Spirits, my name is Dave. I've come here to talk to you. Is there anybody willing to come forward? Does anybody have the ability to come forward? We got some sunken headstones here. Must be very old. I do believe in some of the gaps there's probably going to be graves where there's no headstones to mark the graves. So any spirits, I do apologize if I walk over your graves. I don't mean that intentionally. If I can't see them because of your headstones are missing, then I don't know if I'm walking over them or not. Having said that, I do come here with the full respect. I mean no harm to anyone. And I also wish to not be harmed by anyone. So can any spirits communicate with me? Can any spirits show their presence by way of maybe make a tapping sound on a headstone? throw a stick or a small stone. Maybe it's in my general direction, not at me. Maybe I could hear the sound of your footsteps. I mean, if you want to come forward and show yourself, step in front of me with this camera that I've got in my hand. That'll record your image. And I can show the world that you do exist. Because many people around the world actually don't believe in ghosts or spirits, whether good or evil. But I do believe in you. And that's what I'm here for. I'm here to try and show the world that the paranormal does exist. And with your help, if you would come forward and step in front of this camera, I can show the non-believers that you do exist. If you don't have the ability to show yourself, maybe talk into the microphone that I'm wearing on my chest. That microphone records your sound, my sound, every sound that is around us. If you come close enough, if you talk into it or whisper, it'll record everything. And I would appreciate any spirits that could come forward and do that. I'll be very thankful. Like I say, my name is Dave. I've come here just to talk to you. I'd love to hear your story. Tell me about your life. You could tell me how you died if you're comfortable enough to talk about it. Do you have connections with the church or the surrounding areas? Maybe you could tell me what you did for a living. I bet over the years there were many homes around here that have been converted into farm fields. I suppose that might have been before your time though. Although having said that, some of you died in the 1800s. You could potentially have been born in the late 1700s. But if you could tell me what it was like around here, what your life was like, what you did for a living, were you happy in this area? And the big question is, are you happy where you are now? I always ask this question. What we believe on earth, here, the living, we have a stereotypical saying that when you die, you go to heaven. Could any spirit come forward and tell me, is that true? Or do you just go on to a different level where you can see us still alive, but we can't see you unless you choose for us to be able to see you? As you can tell by the way I'm waffling on and asking many questions, I do have many questions to ask. My ultimate goal is to sit down with a spirit and have a conversation. any spirits that can't show themselves, maybe you could show yourself in some sort of, I don't know, like a mist form. There is, in the distance there, there's obviously a heating system going on in the church, so that it is blowing out vape. So rule that one out. But in any other areas of this graveyard, I would appreciate it if in some way you can communicate. Man, that place is empty. That would be amazing to live there. Oh man. So, I've just walked around the corner, as you just obviously see on the camera, suggest I just walked around there, and I felt something grab my hand, as if, you know, you're walking along with your girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, whatever, and you just happen to just touch hands together and hold hands. Just felt like that. Is there a spirit here that's just touched my hand? I don't mind. You can do it again. You can come around and follow me if you like. Like I say, that's what I'm here for, to communicate. If you want to come close to me, that's fine with me. Yeah, so we're looking at 2017 here, 2020, 2016. So these are obviously the newer graves. And obviously looking at the state of these graves, and I mean the state, I mean looking at the condition of these graves, these are clearly newer ones as well. With space for many more. Spirits, I hope you don't mind me being here. Yeah, I fully expected this to be like 1990s, early 2000s, probably 1980s and 70s along the back here. So maybe your energy is still quite strong. Is anybody able to come forward? Another thing as well, many people believe that graveyards are haunted, like myself. I'd like to think I've actually proved that. But a lot of people say, why would a graveyard or a cemetery be haunted? But anybody that's able to come forward and maybe talk into the devices that I'm wearing, you could maybe say something just to show, to confirm that is the case. So guys,
I miss my family.
oh, right, straight away, I miss my family.
Whenever.
Didn't even get a chance to say it. Well, guys,
Believe us.
wow, this is active. You miss your family. I can totally relate to that. I'm just watching something. It's not even a feather. It's something just floating right in front of me. I hope the camera picks that up. Just about a couple of inches away from my finger. I don't know what that is. It's just floating around. That's really bizarre.
Cheerfulness.
Are you still cheerful to where you are now? Are you in a happy place? As I say, we stereotypically call it heaven. But I'd love to know if heaven is actually still here on earth, but on a different plane, a different sort of, like a parallel universe. The idea of dying and going up in the sky kind of doesn't make sense to me. I mean, why would you do that when you can stay here and you can watch over your family? And I still don't know what that is floating around. That is so bizarre.
Do you have questions?
Do I have questions? Yes, I have many questions. Your third word came up here, it said believe us. And I've no reason not to believe you. Yes, I have many questions. I'd like to start off by asking if somebody could come forward and tell me the name. Could you tell me your name in this device, please? And maybe I could go and find your grave. Is it possible you could do that? Say your name. Gone quiet. What the hell is that? I can't even see.
There was a fire here.
There was a fire here. I hope you guys don't think I'm going mad, but that little thing there right on the tip of my finger, it's not even like hanging on a thread of cobweb or anything. You know, that's, you probably think I'm going mad. So there was a fire here. Was there a fire at the church? Or was there a fire at somebody's property? But like
Family.
family. I take it you're here with your family, yeah? But like I asked before, is it possible
Torture.
to give me your name? Surely nobody was tortured.
Prove.
Prove. That's what I'm here for, to prove the paranormal exists. Would you be able to help me? How about I just go for a little walk around the grave? If I just walk not too far, just by a grave, and just say something relevant.
12.
12, okay. Am I talking to a little child here who maybe's died at 12 years old? I'm not seeing any 12. I'm looking. Or am I standing right next to the grave? The youngest I've seen so far is a female of 28.
Lisa.
Lisa. I must admit that name's never come up on this app before. Lisa. Lisa, could you give me a clue where you may be buried? I'm scanning the graves. I'm not reading them 100%, but I'm just scanning the names. And I don't so far see a Lisa. But as I move around the place, I will keep my eyes open for a gravestone with Lisa on it. Is there any other spirits in this area where I might be stood next to your grave? Could you mention your name?
In the name of death.
In the name of death. Okay. Could you be a little bit relevant to why I'm here and where I am? Could you possibly give me your name and maybe the date that you died? If I see that on your grave, I can come and talk to you.
Jess.
Jess. Well, hello, Jess. My name is Dave. I've so far not seen a Jess. I'm stood next to a Tracy. Tracy, I don't mean any disrespect, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a bell on your grave, okay?
I was so sick.
I'm sorry to hear that. If you tap it, if If any spirits can tap that bell, it'll let me know that you're here with me.
I'm by your side.
You're by my side, that's fantastic. Do you want to hold my hand? Somebody touched my hand earlier on. Do you know, it'd be fantastic if you could show yourself so I can see where you are.
Gladys.
Hiya Gladys. Do you know, I'm not sure if I saw a Gladys before. There's an Anne, Margaret, Doris. That's probably what I was thinking of. Frances, Anne, Elizabeth. Man, there's a lot of female graves here. Would anybody be able to tap that bell? How about if I put the bell a bit closer to the camera, because it's probably still in shot, but what if I just balance that there? So once again, if you tap it, that's all you have to do. If you tap it, Gladys, could you tap
are
that?
accepted.
I'm accepted. That's brilliant. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do for now. I'm going to turn this device off, if everyone's okay with that. The spirits, I've got another device here. It's called a K2. Got a green light on it. And your energy, if you can come forward and touch it, you'll make the lights flicker from the greens to the yellow, to the orange, to the red, depending on how strong you are. Is it possible you could do that? Could you show your presence by maybe putting your hand on my hand or on the device? I've got a steady flicker there. That's fantastic if that's a spirit doing that. Could you grab the device a bit harder? Maybe change the lights up to, take it to yellow. Is it easier for you to make the lights flicker, or would it be easier for you to tap the bell? "9 a.m. There's no way I've been here nearly an hour. There's no way I've been here nearly an hour. So spirits, come on. That's good, that. You're making it flicker. I hope that's you that's making it flicker, not me. I haven't got any device to make it flicker other than yourselves, hopefully. Could you do me a favour, please? for the benefit of this camera that's recording it, to show your presence, could you please just make the lights go way up to red, even if it's just for a second? I'd just like to know if there's a spirit strong enough here to do that, please. And just like that, nothing. Spirits, are you still with me? Are you still with me? That could be a potential yes, that flicker there. Spirits, are you okay with me being here? Could you make it go to yellow, please? Do you prefer it if I wasn't here? Take it to red. So neither response for either question. So I take it you don't mind me being here. And there's a flicker of response, which I assume is, you don't mind me being here. Do you get many visitors here? I'm looking at all the flowers on the graves and the condition of the graves. I would imagine you do get a lot of visitors here, because it looks a very well maintained graveyard. The older graves in the distance, the 1800s, they're not in fantastic condition, but they're in as good condition as you would expect for graves to be that old. But you never see flowers on these older graves, do you? Maybe all the relatives are passed on. If I say some names around here, could you confirm it might be you that's making this device flicker? Oh God, I'm staring at a little girl's grave. I didn't realise. I've just paid more attention to the dates. The 13th of February 2016, this little girl was born, and she died the 22nd of February. Mila Rose Petite. Maylie, that's not you affecting this device, is it? How about John? Man, she was only 9 days old. What's wrong with this world, man, eh? You see, now this is why I say, if there's a God, why would God let that happen? you know. Not that I want to go down the whole religious path, but, you know, I do believe there might have been a guy years ago called Jesus, and he was a very popular religious guy. You know, like the Pope or the Archbishop of Canterbury, you know, somebody popular. You know, this guy called Jesus, yeah. Water to wine? Nah, I don't believe all the magic-y stuff. But a God in the sky, you know what, I'm waffling on, but yeah. My point is, if there is a God, there wouldn't be, people would be able to live their lives peacefully without illness and just die of a ripe old age. No wars, no famine, no disease. Am I right? Or am I right? How about Roy? Roy, are you affecting this device? Elaine, Margaret? How about the spirit of Lisa? Now, Lisa was the name that came up on the device, but I haven't seen the grave of Elisa. But Lisa, if you're with me, could you make the lights go up to yellow? Or even just tap the bell? Are there any spirits, before I put this device in my pocket, able to make this device, make the lights go up at least to yellow or up to red? Just to confirm you're here with me. And I'm just going to cut that right now because there's a woman coming across and she's probably come to visit a grave and I don't want to be disrespectful, so. Well, that woman's gone. She was only here 2 minutes. She might be back. I'll keep my eyes peeled just in case. Are there any spirits can communicate through this device? Lisa, are you here with me? Could you say your name in this device? Once again, if you see your name, I could maybe find your grave. What if I take a little wander? Maybe tell me when to stop. Margaret? Gordon? Doris? Tonya? What about Anne? Francis, and Elizabeth, and Elaine. Could any spirit say your name, please? Could you tell me, am I okay being here with you? Or do you not want me around here?
Which is what we'll be saying.
Is everybody at peace here? I wonder how that little girl is doing. Only 9 days old. I'd like to think she's watching over her family. Would anybody like to agree with that? Right, I think I'm just going to change location over to the other side of the graveyard. See if I can pick up on anything over on that side. So spirits, anyone that I've tried to communicate with today, if you want to come with me to the other side of the graveyard, you're quite welcome to come with me. I've still got my eyes open for Lisa. Here we go, this is the 80s, well there's 2002 here. I'm seeing a lot of the 1980s and 1970s here. Wow, that grave is sinking. Now, I know I'm outside, but when I was over the back there, I didn't really pay particular attention to the temperature. But when I've come over here, it's gone really, really cold. And yeah, I'm outside, obviously, but what a sudden change in temperature. I mean, it's like a crisp winter morning feel, but over there was a typical spring feel. Very, very strange. So, with a location change, just going to go and have a look at the names on some of these graves here. If there's any spirits in this section here, this older section, that want to communicate with me, please feel free. Got a Robert here. And I said I come to read the graves, they're barely readable. Mary Ann. There's a George. Thomas James. Some of that worn down, you can't even read them. The reason I wanted to read the names is just to see if anything comes up, because I thought, well, why not try? So I thought I'd put the ghost tube on this time. Maybe the ghost tube can come up with any similar names or phrases that the spirit talker came up with. So I'm asking for any spirits to come forward and say your name into this device. Feel free to come forward and talk to me. I mean, no harm, no disrespect. Very quiet. Does any spirit want to communicate?
You're listening.
Oh. I am listening, but I can only hear the birds singing and some sort of vehicle in the distance. Man, it's gone really cold. What is the temperature today? Oh. Wow, just check the temperature, it's 8 degrees. I mean, in comparison to what we've had, that's not bad. But my God, it's gone really cold here. I mean, I'm actually feeling icy cold right here. On the back of my neck is ridiculous. Could somebody come forward and talk to me through this device, please? Or do I have to switch devices over? Right, I'm going to knock that one off. Because the temperature is changed quite drastically, I'm going to put the thermal on. Right, so I'll put the thermal on. I'm going to take a wander around, just see if it picks up any abnormalities. So spirits, you want to come forward and show yourself on this device. It might be easier for me to pick you up on this device. Calling for any spirits that wander here. Come on, George. Robert. Mary Ann. Please try and show yourself on this device. I'd appreciate it if you could. Like I say, this device will not harm you, and neither will I. Nothing that I have on me will harm anybody. That's not what I'm here for. Could a spirit come forward, please? As you can see on the temperature of the thermal, it's showing around about 7-8 degrees. My God, it feels a lot colder. Spirits, please come forward. I'm only asking, I'm not demanding. If anybody's willing to do so, I'd appreciate it if you could. It's very, very cold here. It could be just a through draft, in fairness. I mean, there is a sort of alleyway there with the shelter of trees. It could be creating a through draft, which is why I'm getting that cold. Spirits, I'm going to turn this device off. Please, just one time. If anybody has tried to come forward to communicate, I want to say thank you. Right, I just thought, as I'm over here, I'll give the spirit box another little shot just to see how we get on. Are there any spirits over this side of the graveyard that wish to communicate? Are you okay with me being here? Do you know who I am? You see my name in this device? Mary Ann, are you here with me? I've just been to your grave. all the spirits in this graveyard at peace.
Their cars.
With any spirits here today that I've spoken to, would you like me to return here at some point? Shall I come back? Shall I come back on a warmer day?
You have to wait for the...
If I come back a second time, I give you a heads up that I do come back. Maybe some more spirits are willing to come forward and have a chat with me. Are you okay with that? I'll come back, but with the full respect again. Maybe this first visit here is just me building up my trust with the spirits that wander here. What you've seen me do today, that is all I'm here for, just to communicate.
At each other.
So if I come back, maybe somebody can interact with me and talk with me, yeah? Are the spirits okay with me doing that? Okay, I'm going to say goodbye. Could you say goodbye into the device? Please.
It will come out, Jeff.
Well guys, I do feel that this side of the graveyard has a darker feel, but I don't mean that in the way as in like a dark spirit. I just feel that this might have the potential to be a little bit more active. So maybe it's on a second return, I might concentrate, maybe it's more so on this side. Maybe a little bit more around the other side as well. But who knows, I mean, until I get home and have a look at the footage, it might be just a quiet one, who knows. Hopefully I've captured something. I'm praying that the spirits that have been able to communicate with me have been able to show some sort of disembodied voice, whisper, just to prove your existence. As I come back around this corner, the sound isn't so muffled from the background noises. So if there is anybody that's willing to communicate around this side, you're going to have to talk a little bit louder because of the machinery that's going on. But if you could do that, I'd appreciate it. Oh, this little girl here, she's only 11 years old. She died in 1884. Sarah Brown. Man, only 11 years old. One thing I haven't seen in this graveyard, which is quite unusual, is the Commonwealth war graves. Another Marianne. Spirits trying to rest in peace, and here's me coming to disturb them on whatever that racket is in the distance. Anyway guys, I'm going to bring this video to an end. I do hope you enjoyed this video. I do enjoy coming here and making these. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. If you do subscribe, hit the post notification bell. It'll alert you all new videos that I upload. And don't forget, give the video a like and share the hell out of the video. And with that, I'll say thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys all on the next video. Oh, and stay safe, take care. Bye for now.